The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by law offices of Vescio and Seifert PC.
The internet is full of legal advice, but the best thing to do is hire a lawyer, especially when it comes to divorcing. Joining us today is attorney Lynda Vescio to tell us why it's important to hire a family lawyer, especially when you have kids and assets and different things going on. And it's not really smart to, look at YouTube and think you could do it yourself, right, Lynda?
No, it's not the best idea. I do get a lot of that. People saying, well, I heard on the internet, and the internet did not go to law school.
Yes, very important. And the thing you're saying is that you got to remember, once you sign that paper, it's kind of like done, right?
A lot of the things in the decree are done. So, for example, it's very difficult to change the assets and the debts once you agree on them. Things regarding children can be changed, but you often have to wait a certain amount of time.
Yeah. Okay, so hiring you sit down and go over things with them that they probably never even think about, right?
Correct, yes.
So what are some of those things?
It's when you go through divorce once, you don't know, and you don't know what you don't know. And even if it's your third or fourth time around, I've been through hundreds of divorces. So a lot of the things we want to talk about are assets. Are there things that you acquired prior to marriage? Are there things that you inherited? Did you commingle? Did you put them together with things earned during the marriage? With kids, what's the holiday schedule? What's the start and end time? Who's going to be responsible? How are they going to get to and from activities? There's just a lot of things that it's good to have someone who's a little bit separate from it sit down and go through it with you.
You said right there separate, because you're going to hear from family members, you're going to hear from friends who have been divorced, you're going to hear from just outside people, and every divorce is different. That's why hiring you helps them through those guidelines.
Absolutely, and we don't do one-size-fits-all divorce. We look at each individual client, each individual family, and work to come up with solutions that's right for that situation. Because exactly as you said, it's all different, and what your friend got in their case is not necessarily what's going to happen in your case.
Yeah, I will say I appreciate and still love my ex-wife for our divorce, because it was very easy. There was no fighting, no battling. We sat down, and that's something that you recommend too. Put those differences aside, sit down and go over things, especially when it comes to kids.
Yeah, it's hard. Listen, you have a right to feel whatever you feel, but how you act on it, that's what's going to affect the process, right? What costs money is conflict, and what hurts your kids is conflict. So to the extent that we can come up with solutions for your family, that's really best.
All right, is there a base that you guys start with that people can add on? Is that something that happens? Because, I mean, that's what we did. And I know we heard a lot of people going, well, you can't add that, you can't do that. But we did. So, and ours was a little bit different. But is that possible to do?
Yeah, so there are certain things. The only things the judges care about in a divorce case, for example, are assets, debts, potentially spousal support, and children, right? They don't care about fault or who wants the divorce or why, except in limited circumstances. So because we've been through so many of these, we know what to ask that you might forget you have, or issues that come up, or problems that come up if it's not written a certain way. We've seen how that leads to conflict in the future, and so we can prepare you for that in advance.
Yeah, and reading. Even though someone's preparing it for you, you want them to sit down and read everything that you prepared, correct?
They have to, because there is a statement in there that they're entering into this voluntarily, intelligently, knowingly, and I didn't read it is not going to be a defense later.
Yeah, and that happens, doesn't it? People are like, all right, I'll just sign it. And you're like, well, did you read it? And then all of a sudden they're like, wait, I didn't agree to that. You did, and that's the part that's important.
That's what we see a lot when people do it on their own, and then they come to us and they want to change it. And I said, well, you agreed to this. Why'd you agree? Well, I didn't know. I just wanted to be done. It's really not the way to do it. You've really got to take the time to read it, because if you don't spend the time up front, you're going to spend the time later trying to fix it, and you might not be able to.
Yeah. All right, I want to change gears, because I talked about how you help people do this kind of lightheartedly, even though it's a very serious thing, because you do stand-up. You're a stand-up attorney.
I'm a stand-up attorney, yes.
That's great. So what transition from doing law into doing stand-up?
I started doing stand-up comedy in October, sort of because people had always said I should. And it's great, because I've got 27 years as an attorney, standing up and speaking, and now I've got a way to apply that to read the audience. And so that comes back in my law career and working with my clients, working to read the client, read the judge, and really figure out what's going to be the best approach. And it is serious, but if there's a way to make it less serious, we find it. But, we're obviously not going to joke about sensitive topics.
Yeah, that's it. I like that, because you do make it just very more comfortable, too, when you can sit with someone and have them maybe that time need to have a smile on their face when they're going through things, which is great. So, Lynda, where can we find out more about, of course, you and what you're doing?
So my law firm, it's www.loves Law. It's LOVS, which is law offices of Vescio and Seifert. And then my comedy, I post on Instagram at the Lynda Factor with a Y. So.
Well, good job. So I like it. It's a couple shows coming up. We're going to check them out.
Great.
So
Thanks
for coming in. Also,
Thanks
don't forget you can head over to the CW7AZ.com to find out more information. Okay, stick around. We have more of the mix for you after this.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Law Offices of Vescio and Seifert PC.